I have nothing better to do, so it is time for a video, and I have added like states as provinces, and I've added cities and capital cities, and yep, they're on separate layers, and these are also on separate layers, just so it's a bit simpler. But I don't think to put capital cities and normal cities on different layers, because why the hell should I? Anyways, the first thing we see is, so I'm pretty sure most of you would have watched last episode, but still. Essentially what happened is these guys formed over over here, expanded, some people broke away and then took over the government. Then there was another breakaway, there was a war that happened, these guys got annexed, but then were like, no, I don't like this, so they got freedom, and yeah, that's basically what happened. And now these two have a bad rivalry as well as these two, but these two are good. So we see the crap, I forgot my colours. Oh, yep, the red team, which I'm just gonna call Arabia. They slowly start just expanding across the Gulf of Arabia, I think, I'm not sure. And they slowly start just going across, eventually taking all of this coast. And these guys are like, going up is better. But the red team knows this, but they still decide to go across, knowing that they probably won't. So the blue team, let me up the brush, slowly start going. I wonder if anyone's ever done a Wicra, with real life paintbrushes and painting on. Anyways, they slowly start expanding upwards. How does the province map look? Damn it. Oh well. I'll just fix it later. They slowly start expanding upwards, and they eventually get up to what I believe modern day Syria is, or Jordan. But they continue going up, eventually getting to here. They decide to look for some ocean and eventually find this, thinking it's the ocean. Then they send some people. Large amount. Ooh, hello Japan. Claiming a large amount of area. And they slowly start going higher and higher and higher, or more northern towards the Caspian. And eventually, they decide to go here to see if they can find an ocean, and they do. They find the Caspian Sea, not an ocean. But for all they know, the rest of this, it could just be like this. And for all they know, they're on an island, if they even know what an island is. So for all they know, this could be the world. Actually, yeah, they don't even know how big the planet is. This could be the side of the planet. Anyways, after this, they decide to start going around the coast. So they send some people up, eventually going up to here. Then they do it on the opposite side. And now Arabia isn't really Arabia anymore, because they now sprout up to the Caspian. And they send some people down to explore this section. And then they do the same with here. So yeah. Oh, hello again, Japan. Anyways, they like cut across here, and the light blue aqua people decide to do the same, like seeing what they can find. Eventually they meet, and they think that they're the same people, so but just from a different area, so they start expanding, but for the aqua team. And eventually here happens, and they don't know it's red team's territory, so they keep going in, and then take this land, but the red team, for some reason, doesn't notice. I don't know why, don't ask. And then, yeah. How do your performances look? Still crappy as always. Anyways, we see the blue team actually decide to go into like where the Sinai is. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it, so that's how it's pronounced now. And slowly start going into Egypt, going along the coast. Because I'm not actually sure where the Nile is. Pretty sure like this is the Egyptian borders. And that is way too small. I'm pretty sure like this is the Egyptian borders. Pretty sure the Nile's like here. So they slowly start going down the Nile. And that's all they do for now. They start going further up. I haven't introduced a new country yet, funny. And eventually there, I think maybe the first country in Anatolia, this is what I consider Anatolia. And like just this. So they slowly start going, and eventually they take up to like here of Anatolia. And they find Cyprus, and yeah, Cyprus. And then like they start going up slowly. But these guys have been a bit quiet because they just can't be able to explore. Because I said so. Yeah. They like go across. And then these guys are like, and then they tell the aqua team, and they're like, we want to go there. So they start like a bunch of people, maybe 10,000, because I'd say maybe the populations are about 1,900,000, then this would be like 800,000. So maybe like 10,000 people eventually discover the Black Sea. I'm pretty sure that's the Black Sea. But word somehow gets to these guys, and they start like just sprouting over there, like, yeah, and eventually they reach up to here and claim this whole area. Don't ask why, they just do. And then like the aqua team starts like just taking this land. They accidentally take a bit of blue team land, but they're like, nah, it's okay. Definitely for your trust. And eventually these two split Anatolia down a straight line. But it's a bit boring currently. There's not many places. Let me just quickly add a few more provinces. Actually, let me just quickly like. Actually, now I'll just do that in a bit. Provinces be damned. What colour should I add? I'd say a green country should be here. You see, like the Caspian regions of the red team decide to break away. And I'm gonna call this the Caspian team. So tired. And we see them start to just like expand this way. Definitely not trying to cut off the red team trust. Damn it. And eventually they cut up to like here and decide to take this land. See, I told you they weren't trying to cut them off, definitely for real trust. Oh, I had a Bulgarian flag. Because like, oh, it was like white, green, red. But then the red team notices and they decide to do this. And they start like going up the Black Sea, eventually reaching up to like here. And we actually see something. The blue team is given a province or two. What's the province? This one. Let me carefully trace it. Actually, I don't have to do it too carefully. What? Oh, I missed a pixel here. Damn it, I can't go any further back. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter, because they could just, like, have that land be part of the deal, yes. I'm kidding, that isn't what happens, I'm just going to uncolour this section. And we also see, like, okay. We also see them seed, not very seed, but like, give them these two provinces. Line, down, 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 down. Anyway, so back to fun stuff. There hasn't been a single war, but I have a plan for that. We have some certain sections of the red team, mainly like these areas, like break away, forming Iran. Don't know any Iran states, so this is just Iran. I'm pretty sure this is around where Iran is. Sorry, tired. And they slowly start pushing out and out and out, which is weird because they are very small and mainly desert. Yet they are doing surprisingly well. Why is that? The green team's also going down. And eventually this area falls to them. The green team getting a majority of it. But the orange team does get some of it. And the red team know they're dead, so they decide to not. Yeah, they just don't. So now there's no civil war, but the first war of the video, we're like nearly 15 minutes in. The real part of my life came to. Anyways, we see them gain access into here. Also, they take this island, and 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 Crete. But Crete, for some reason, gets independence. I don't know why, they just do. Definitely not, because I want to have a cool-looking Roman Empire. They land themselves on this bottom island. What? And then start taking other islands like this island, and this island, and land in like southern Greece. And then we see the red team land in Crimea. Wait, yeah, Crimea. Anyways, we start seeing them make another landing here. And we see these two like make a peace treaty. Well, not like a peace treaty, they decided to divide up the land. The first one is, now you get this amount of land, and the Greek, no, not the Greek, the blue country gets this. Also, yes, I am having an actual country be in this. Greece, you will survive, my boy. So. They make a landing in Italy. And I'm going to end it here today because I can't be bothered to make more. Also, yes, I added thrice.